Before you invest into the new free hero, let me show you exactly where Tutankhamun actually fits in the meta, because after making dozens of team formation guides in Heroes of History Epic Empire, I can already tell you some players are about to build him completely wrong. Hit the like button if you want more real strategy guides. In this video we will cover first what type of hero is Tutankhamun actually is. Second, the best roles where he can perform well. The best hero pairing and team formation. This is going to be the third. The fourth, common mistakes players will make with this hero. And finally, my honest verdict. Is Tutankhamun actually good, or just another free hero that just the game throw to us, thinking that we're going to be very happy from him? So first thing first, what kind of type of hero Tutankhamun is? And this is the best part, is it's not DPS, it's actually heavy infantry, and it's actually a tank, something very desired from the players in Heroes of History Epic Empire, especially when we're trying to build our teams for treasure hunt. So Tutankhamun definitely is going to find a place, and believe it or not, treasure hunt is one of the most important places where you get some summons, where you get some pieces of Fountain of Youth, where you get even folios. It's just very important. So we're getting for free one extra tank, but is this tank actually good? And to be fair, I was shocked when I saw this hero. Not gonna lie, I was shocked. Taunt all enemies for 5 seconds. Well, this is absolutely nothing. I mean, everybody knows that the taunting with the tanks. But transcend either when his HP reaches 0 or after 20 seconds of the combat, after combat start. In Anubis Awakening, increase his defense by 75%. This is absolutely wild. And if you see the stats of this bad boy, 1.8 thousand defense. Yeah, the defense is very solid with this hero. Now, I'm not quite sure you can actually see. I'm going to maybe remove myself for a second. Obviously, he's going to get some max HP from the base damage, healing himself. By the way, this level 40 from 40, I want to point out this thing, but 1k healing is very crazy. Get godly aura effect. Affect all targets in close area around the caster, even if the caster is moving. With the radius of 2 is very solid around himself until the end of the battle, that heal himself for 0.37% of each enemy every 1 second, and deals a 5% area damage to the enemy within the aura every 1 second. This is upon transcending. I want to point out this thing. This is a very big taunt, by the way. And ability when transcending is also taunting of the enemy, deals as of his maximum HP as area of effect damage to the enemies, increase his aura, blah blah, get 1,400% of his base damage as additional HP until end of the battle. Well, guys, maybe this is one of the best tanks in Heroes of History Epic Empire, maybe, because this bad boy, first of all, I mean, transcend either when his HP reaches 0, so he's not actually killed when the HP reaches 0, I mean, from what I'm understanding, and is entering in the transcending where he gets some healing. The taunt is very solid and important, and the defense. Now, this defense is looking absolutely wild. 75%, and the healing is crazy. So, from point of what type of hero Tutankhamun actually is a very solid tank. Very solid tank, a very good defender, legendary one, 5-star, is going to serve you absolutely well. Absolutely crazy. No, I'm not going to compare him with the 4-star, but it's a solid one. Now, the best role where he can perform well, I think is going to be in the multi-fights, where there is just a lot of troops. What I mean by that is where there is just not heroes, even though that it still can actually work very nice with the heroes, but it's going to be most likely against troops, not like, for example, Robin Hood or Achilles. Against this companion is not going to be a good pick, but if you go for just troops, is going to serve you absolutely good. It's something like Otto, King Minos, and Caesar, but this bad boy is just way too wild. And also it's going to be hard to get killed. This is a second reason why I prefer to be against huge clusters of enemy. It's just because till your healer get ready to do some healing, there is a decent chance your tank die. That's why I really like Ashoka. That's why I invest so much time in Eternalize the Ashoka, just because the missions I'm doing, my tanks are dying very fast. So the best role to perform well is going to be tank of huge clusters of troops. Now, the best hero pairing and team formation for Tutankhamun, I can say it can be, from point of healers, for Tutankhamun, it should be somebody who is a very, it can be very fast or not that fast. Now, for example, Sakagawa is going to be a good one. Because she's also going to charge him. I mean, charge the ability of the healer target by 5%. This is a good hero. It's not that slow. It's 7.2% initial charge, 10 seconds regular charge. Ashoka, for sure. I mean, this is going to be to keep this hero alive. It's very important to keep the heroes that is having the taunt. If the hero is not having a taunt and is not taunting troops, it's not, half of the troops is going to go in his direction. But when he's taunting, you need some crazy healers like Ashoka. Also, Sakagawa is going to be a good pick. Now, Hitsusuit is more like splitted damage, where all of your heroes are getting some damage. So, Tiger Lily, absolutely the same. This one, I don't know. I don't think so. Now, you can also get with Luis. Luis is also a good pick, doing some very nice healing. 1.7 thousand base damage healing. Enemy survival target, blah blah blah. Other healer. Now, a lot of people don't like Florence because this the ability refresh on the next wave or cut out the healing. But yeah, every single healer I think is going to work perfectly well with Tutankhamun. I don't think this bad boy actually need AoE healers, even though he can actually take care for him. So he still may not actually need some. He may actually need some AoE healers because he's strong enough to take care for himself and not actually needing a single healer. It strongly depends on what kind of stage you are and what kind of enemies you're facing, but both of these two cases are going to work perfectly fine. Now, common mistakes players will make with these heroes is going to be, well, on one side, just not use it. It's going to be because some players love their King Minos, Caesar, or whatever, and not actually invest in this hero. It's just the common mistake is maybe going to be to not actually invest in this hero. I believe Tutankhamun is absolutely wild. Absolutely crazy hero. Now, if you're a free-to-play player, I'm guessing that the moment you get this hero, because this is for free, you're going to level up him. But yeah, this is one of the things. And my honest verdict, is Tutankhamun actually good or just another free hero that the game actually throw in our direction? I think it's a very good. I think it's a very good and maybe misunderstood, because it's having way more text from for example Caesar. It's having way more text and maybe bring some confusion. Definitely it's going to need some testings and etc, but I believe this is a very solid tank that is just going to help you progressing further, because one of the most important things in this game is the tanks. And if you have solid tank that is not just dying and some good healer to keep him alive, even if your DPS is not that good, slowly you can start killing the enemies and hold position with good tank and good healer. So yeah guys, this will be for this video. Make sure to hit one like, subscribe for more Heroes of History Epic Empire videos. Let me know your comment in the comments below. Wish you a great day and see you in the next video.